Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this, chances are you're either dreaming of moving to Vancouver or you're already here and feeling a little overwhelmed. Who can blame you? The city, the lower mainland, is absolutely stunning. We are talking majestic mountains, sparkling oceans, lush forests. It's an explorer's paradise. Beyond the breathtaking nature, Vancouver is a melting pot of cultures, offering incredible diversity, a vibrant food scene, and endless opportunities for those who love an active outdoor lifestyle. It draws people in from all corners of the globe, and for a good reason. Now, let's be real. While Vancouver is amazing, there's one major elephant in the room we need to address: the cost of living. Specifically, renting in the lower mainland is no joke. In fact, it consistently ranks as one of the most expensive cities to rent in Canada, and securing a decent rental apartment can feel like winning the lottery. The vacancy rate for good apartments, and when I say good, I mean places closer to SkyTrain stations or with amenities like a gym or meeting room, is incredibly low, almost non existent for those prime spots. So, setting your expectations upfront is key. This isn't a walk in the park, but with the right approach, it's absolutely achievable. This leads to our third crucial point: documents. When you find an apartment you like, it often won't stay on the market for long. You don't want to just be another applicant. You want to stand out from the crowd and secure that unit. Trust me, having everything ready is a game changer. I've lived in Vancouver for years, and this comes from personal experience. Getting a rental here is no fun if you're not prepared. I myself didn't have any job experience when I first arrived, and I ended up living in a shared house because I simply didn't know the process of getting a proper rental apartment. I want to save you that time and effort. Speaking of getting around, let's talk about transit. The lower mainland is incredibly well connected by its public transit system. While it's not the cheapest, it is significantly more affordable than owning a car in British Columbia, especially when you factor in gas, insurance, and parking, which are all quite high here. The SkyTrain in particular is a lifesaver for commuters. It's fast, convenient, and pretty reliable. Living closer to a SkyTrain station means you can pretty much commute to downtown Vancouver easily, completely avoiding the notorious rush hour traffic. It's a huge advantage. Now let's get a lay of the land. Here's a map of the lower mainland. You can see Vancouver right here, but there are many other major cities that are part of this region, like Surrey, North Vancouver, Burnaby, Richmond, Coquitlam, Abbotsford, and Mission. If price is a major concern for you, and for most newcomers, it definitely is, then opting to stay in the Fraser Valley or areas slightly outside or central Vancouver might be ideal. Cities like Langley, Coquitlam, Richmond, Abbotsford often offer more affordable rental options compared to downtown Vancouver or the west side. You get more bang for your buck in terms of space and sometimes even amenities while still being well connected. To really drive home the point about connectivity, let's look at the TransLink, SkyTrain, and West Coast Express maps. As you can see, the SkyTrain system with its Expo and Millennium lines extends far into the Fraser Valley, connecting cities like Surrey, Burnaby, Coquitlam directly to downtown Vancouver. The Canada line connects Richmond and the airport. And for those further out in the Fraser Valley, the West Coast Express commuter train offers a convenient option during peak hours. As long as you live within reasonable proximity to a SkyTrain station, You can pretty much get to downtown Vancouver easily, bypassing those dreaded long traffic jams during rush hours. It truly makes these outer areas a viable and attractive option. All right, this is where we get practical. As I mentioned, good apartments don't stay on the market for long, and you need to be ready to apply. You don't want to be just another applicant, you want to stand out from the rest to secure that unit. This sounds extreme, I know, but getting a rental here is no fun. And this is coming from years of experience living in Vancouver. Here's the chart showcasing what documents you should have prepared, especially if you're a newcomer to Canada and planning to move to the lower mainland for the first time. Proof of identity. Government issued ID, it could be a passport or a driver license. Proof of income. For newcomers, offer letter from your employer, bank statements showing sufficient funds for several months rent. If employed, recent pay stubs, it could be last 2 to 3 pay stubs, employment letter verifying your position, salary, and start date. Credit report. While you might not have a Canadian credit history as a newcomer, it's good to be aware. If you have any foreign credit reports, this might be helpful. But generally, landlords will look for Canadian history. Be prepared to explain your situation. Previous landlord references, crucial for showing your reliability as a tenant. Professional references from former employers or colleagues. Personal references from friends or family who can vouch for your character. Now, it comes to tenant resume. Yes, seriously. A brief one-page document summarizing your rental history, if any. Employment, why you are a great tenant, and your quiet hobbies. Bank statements. Showing proof of funds, especially if you're a newcomer without immediate employment. Proof of tenant insurance after securing the unit. While not for the application itself, many landlords require proof of tenant insurance before you move in. Having these documents prepped and ready to send immediately will significantly increase your chances. Now that you know what you need, where do you look? I'm sharing a few sites that are super helpful for finding rental listings according to your needs and preferences. Live.rent. This platform is great because it streamlines the application process and often has digital lease agreements. Zumper, another popular platform with a good variety of listings. Realtor.ca. While primarily for sales, many rental properties are also listed here. Then there is PadMapper, which is also similar to Live.rent, and also you can check for Rent Faster. These sites offer a great range of listings for rental and primarily the condo and apartments. If you are specifically interested in sharing a room or living in a basement, it's good to also check Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji and Craigslist. My advice is to set up alerts on these sites so you're notified as soon as something new pops up that matches your criteria. Living in Vancouver itself, as opposed to other cities, definitely has its own charm. It's more saturated, incredibly lively, offers more corporate job opportunities, and is very pedestrian friendly, with an abundance of restaurants, schools, and play area. However, as we discussed, it comes with a price. My personal recommendation, based on the current market situation, is to strongly consider looking something in Surrey. Why? Easy commute. It's easily commutable to Vancouver with the SkyTrain, as we saw on the map. Bigger apartments. The high rises in Surrey often offer large apartments compared to what you'd find in Vancouver or Burnaby. Price discount. You're looking at a discount of 15 to 20% on rent compared to Vancouver for similar or even larger units. Market opportunity. With recent changes in immigration patterns and foreign investment, you might even be able to secure a unit with the incentives, like 1 month's rent free if the landlord or building management is eager to fill vacancies. This is a real possibility in the current market. Surrey is developing rapidly, offering a lot of amenities, and it's becoming a fantastic hub in its own right. So, there you have it, my must know tips for first time renters in Vancouver. Remember, while it can be challenging, living in any of the places in Lower Mainland brings its own charm, beauty, culture, and unique experience. Good luck with your rental search. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and comment below with your own tips or questions. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.